Mike Mulhern from MikeMulhern.net. Friday, Sonoma, San Francisco. Toyota's on the pole. Brian Vickers, Thomasville's own Brian Vickers. Lives up in New York City a little bit now. Just did that gorilla pit stop on Times Square. I thought that was cool. On the pole, beat out Kyle Busch. Another Toyota guy. Marcus Ambrose up there too. He's a good road racer. Aussie. But the story? General Motors. What in the world is wrong with General Motors? We talked to a lot of teams. We talked to a lot of drivers. We talked to a lot of car owners. Chaos. It's just chaos. Nobody really knows what's going on. In fact, some of the people we talked to say the people at GM don't even know what's going on. Maybe there is no GM anymore. Maybe it's just a bunch of bankruptcy court judges making decisions. I think Richard Childress was supposed to get a check, monthly check from GM for $2.5 million, sponsorship. I don't think the check got there. Childress wouldn't talk about it. It's a lot of money to lose on the spur of the moment. And if that's supposed to be a monthly check, July, August, September, hey, that mounts up pretty quick. Race teams need a lot of money. Sounds to me like there's some pink slips coming out. Doesn't sound to me like anybody in NASCAR really knows what's going on with General Motors right now, which worries me. And I think it's going to distract a lot of the GM drivers here this weekend. Chevy usually wins this place. Jeff Gordon has had a lot of touch here lately. Kyle Busch won last time. Now he's going to fly to Milwaukee and then fly back and do the nationwide race. I think that's a little silly. Crisscrossing the country, flying in and out and all this sort of stuff, but hey, they want to do it. Chevy teams, Tony Stewart looks good, of course. Jeff Gordon doesn't really look that good. This is a very technical road course. Uphill, downhill, S's, sharp turns, and they've got the double file restart. And road course cars for Sonoma are very finicky creatures. Jeff Gordon was talking about a transmission issue he found when he was testing at VIR, Virginia International Raceway, a little bit ago. So we don't know exactly what kind of mechanical problems we might have here. Brakes, talked to the Brembo guy. He says this racetrack, turn number 10, the flat one down there at the far end, is the toughest turn in NASCAR on brakes. A lot of G-forces. Cars slow down to almost 35 miles an hour and then get up to 140 like in the next 3 or 4 seconds. They've got to brake from 180 to 37, turn 180 degrees, and kick it up again. Pretty tough. It's a great track to watch, especially if you get up on the hill and look down. And those restarts, they could be something. They could really be something. Marcus Ambrose says it's going to be fun to see just who ends up in the tulips. I remember some of the restarts here, Mark Martin for one, ended up on the wrong side of the course on some of these restarts. It's a pretty tough course. They still need the Kawiki Carousel, I think. Kawiki Corner. Took that out to put some seats in. Hey, I don't own the track. That's what they did. Toyota, 1-2. Chevy guys look like they're on the ropes. A lot of questions. Ford guys, might have something. Don't know. Haven't seen a really good Ford road racer in a while. Juan Pablo Montoya could be the sleeper. I think so. I'm going to put some money on Juan Pablo. I think he's got the finesse. I think he's got the horsepower. And I think because he's in a Chevrolet, he's certainly got incentive. Mike Mulhern, Friday, Sonoma. Mike Mulhern from MikeMulhern.net.